Well met, fellow Star Travelers. Welcome back to Moonshadow Fantasy. I am your host, Makarios Moonshadow, here with my buddies Stella and Ayame. How's it going, guys? Let's jump right in. So Hades has 7 mini phases. Kind of annoying, but we're just going to get through it and maybe cheese a couple of them. The very first thing he's going to do is raid-wide damage, of course, followed by Shadow Spread, which is a 2-hit cleave. Simply spread out from where you are right now, take 1 hit, sidestep to the left or right to dodge the second one, and you're good there. Next is Bad Faith, which is a double dagger dodge. Find the dull end of one of these dagger walls, and then once it goes off, simply move to the other side, whether that be left or right, up or down, doesn't really matter. Next is Ravenous Assault, which is your tank buster. Pop your tank invuln for this one, because it will hurt and kill you if you do not. And then lastly is going to be either orbs or doors. If it's orbs, simply find the empty clear spot, that's your safe zone. If it's doors, find the door in the middle and go to the other side, whatever door that middle door is facing, that's your safe zone. And then that's it. You might even skip doors and orbs. Moving on to Phase 2. Phase 2 is towers and tethers. So we're going to have the tank star at the north, healer star at the south, and we're going to be taking the towers, or meteors, and moving in a clockwise position, while the DPS, who's going to get 2 tethers, this is why we do it this way, is going to run off to the side, east or west, doesn't matter, trying to avoid his tethers from hitting us while we soak the towers. That's the important part. If you get hit by the tethers and the towers, tank or healer, it's a 1-hit kill, they'll just kill you. You're going to soak 4 of these meteors, mitigate accordingly, throw up some heals, and then immediately afterwards, a sacrifice must be made to the darkness. So, DPS, good night. It's the only way to do it with 3 people, but it's okay, just quickly res your DPS, and continue on to Phase 3. Phase 3 is an add phase, pretty easy one. You want to separate the 2 adds as per normal, and just burn them down as quickly as possible. At first, they'll both take damage from you, but afterwards, they'll become invulnerable and you'll only be able to attack one or the other. Simply attack one, swap if you must, but usually it's the tank who has one and the healer and the DPS who attacks the other. If you burn them down fast enough, you won't need to deal with the tethers, but if you do get to the tethers, be a good buddy and take one of your tethers from off of one of your healer and DPSs, because odds are they'll have 2 and they'll take a pretty big hit. They'll survive it, but you know. Moving on to Phase 4. Phase 4 is Doom, AoEs, and the All-Seeing Eye to turn away from. This boss part right here has 4 incoming moves, but it's really, really easy. Just here's how it goes off. It's first a raid wide, then heal to 100%, turn away from the eye, and make sure you're standing on one of these AoEs. So he just did the AoE. We're turning away from the eye. Healer's going to heal us up to 100%. And then as long as someone is standing inside of an AoE, you'll survive it. We had to cheese this entire thing because we skipped one of those 4 things, but that's okay. After that, simply burn the boss down during this part and you won't see any more mechanics. But it's really easy, just he'll do a raid-wide damage, heal everyone up, he'll put Doom on one person, make sure that person is healed to 100%, everyone turn around, make sure you're standing in an AoE, and just keep healing and DPSing. That's it. Moving on to Phase 5. Now Phase 5 is more meteors, just like before. She's going to put the healer in a little prison in the middle of the arena, and after that there's a possible knockback prevention needed, maybe not. Depends on your DPS. Same as before, only the DPS is going to take the south tower this time because there's no tethers. So the tank moves all the way to the front to the north, DPS to the south and the back. We're going to soak 3 meteors in a clockwise fashion, and while we're moving and soaking these meteors, towers, whatever, the healer's going to be locked up in a ball inside the middle and we have to break them out. Now let's see this in action. So about the time of the second meteor, boom, the healer will get locked up. Sorry, Stella. You go to jail. You no pass go. But while you're soaking these towers, you want to get the healer out and break them out as soon as possible so that you can get back to burning the boss and skipping the rest of these mechanics. If you don't skip the knockback mechanic, that's just everyone move to the middle, pop your knockback prevention, and you don't have to worry about stacking with each other or anything like that. All the mechanics are survivable. So don't worry about stacking, just get to the middle and don't get knocked off the arena. Moving on to the next phase, which is phase 6. It's not really a phase, it's more like a part 6. But this is a an active time maneuver. He'll simply put you in some chains and you gotta tap your buttons on your controller or your keyboard really, really fast in order to break yourself free from the ever-clutching darkness that will one day consume us all. So, yeah. Why stress, why hate about anything in life, really? Because that black void you see right there, that's where we all headed, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of my hair. I skipped some of these. I skipped the cutscene for this part because it's too long. Too long. Phase 7, Part 7. Finally, the end. So this stack marker number C is if you stand in that C position, you'll skip all the coming AoEs. At this point, it's just tank and spank. You're done with the fight. Just dodge the coming AoEs, and you have 2 more towers to soak. So have your tank soak one of the towers. There's going to be one to the left and one to the right of the map. Simply stand in those towers, soak it, and just burn, 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 baby. And you are done. That is it. That is Hades. At level 100. 3 people. Super easy. And the materials, I didn't do a clip of worth all the items they're selling for on the market board like last time. But oddly enough, the Hades Auracite, the crafting material that you get from this, is still selling for 500k on the favorite. Insane. Crazy. So lots of money and cool stuff to be had. Some really cool weapons, some of the best in the game, the glowy weapons that you can craft for yourself. And of course the purple baby dragon. Who doesn't love baby dragons? And that's about it. Definitely one of the coolest G-pose spots in the game also. So once this is done, take some screenshots with your friends or by yourself solo because it's totally worth it. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. My name is Makarios Moonshadow, aka Maka. Thank you very much for watching from the bottom of my heart. Please like, share, and subscribe with your friends. And if you are interested, come over to our Discord where we will be farming all the primals and savages that we can unsync coming up soon. More to come after these messages. Maka is out.